Cade, what do you think about NBA 2K23 so far?
I like it. I like the animations.
What are the biggest differences?
And yeah, I like the graphics too. I feel like the faces look a little more clear, look more realistic. So it's cool. I like the game so far.
Since we talked to you last, you got scanned in NBA 2K22.
Yeah.
What has your life been like, and what is it like kind of seeing yourself in the video game every single day?
Yeah, it's crazy. I've always tried to like dream of being in the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City, our sight tonight. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. All season long, he's been getting it done for his team, and that's why he is sitting in that number 2 spot and making a strong case, guys, for number 1.
And at number 2, he still has an excellent chance to walk away with the hardware for Rookie of the Year.
Kind of cool to see that he's adjusted to his opponents quicker than they've adjusted to him. So, advantage, Rookie.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program. The tournament is on your shoulders. You get a lot of stuff that can't be taught. Guys, now he's the teacher. I'm just glad he's no longer schooling my beloved AU Eagles.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. McCollum is out there with Isaiah Thomas. And for the Bulls, they've got Levine. Williams is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Johnson. 2 very athletic teams here, Greg. A game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
And makes me think of Stacey Augmon, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
Outside, Levine. Passes it to DeRozan. From deep, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
Atlanta ball.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Charity stripe shot. Offensive rebound. Yep, that one goes in there.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Levine kicks to Johnson. The pass to DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Thomas passes to McCollum. Fires it up. Again, McCollum missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's DeRozan. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Thomas. McCollum outside. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Pass to Levine. Here he goes. And Levine throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. McCollum kicks to Thomas. Back to McCollum. Puts up a three. It's good from long range.
It's so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
Here's Levine. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Growing up in a military family, John Collins moved around a lot as a kid, Brent, getting to experience different parts of the world.
Yeah, interesting upbringing. Born in Utah, moved to Guam, lived in Turkey, was in the U.S. Virgin Islands. It's a lot of life experience for any kid growing up, let alone the guy who's trying to find his way in competitive basketball. And John Collins, maybe playing soccer on all those military bases, has helped out that footwork a little bit, Kevin.
First trip to the line for him here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Now the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
Tries from 10. Almost, but it rolls out. And it's Williams with the ball for the Bulls. They trail by 1. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there.
Taking 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. As we look ahead to the playoffs, Brent, what surprised you in your first postseason appearance going back to 1997?
I think the details, Kevin, really are the most incredible part of playoff basketball is how deep and how good you assess what it is the other team is bringing to the table. Their playbook then becomes something that you know quite well. You understand the matchups and the tendencies of your matchup, and that kind of level of detail is just incredibly impressive.
Here's McCollum. Nice D from Levine.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Takes it from 10. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Now, here's Collins. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game? It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
They get it back. Capella finds McCollum over Levine. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Johnson against Thomas, and the shot is good from Johnson.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Thomas. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Dishes it to Johnson. Kick out to Levine. A three-pointer, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Thomas dishes to Collins. And a wide open look for McCollum. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for John Collins.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here is Love. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Now Johnson. Back to Love. 5 to shoot. Here's White. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Bogdanovich against Mitchell. Passes to White. Here is Love. Shot clock at 5. Mitchell outside. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Hawks. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, their defense wasn't exactly solid in that game. So if they could make up for mistakes by causing some turnovers, it might have helped. They didn't even get those.
Chicago has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. White inside. He's guarded by Thomas. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Thomas against Love. Outside for Thomas. Over Johnson. Thomas's shot is off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Outside Matthews. There's the pass to Thomas. There's the lob to the hoop. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Now here's Johnson. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. White up top. He's covered by Matthews. And White kicks to Johnson. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Okongwu. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Matthews, no one around him. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Hawks lead by 5. Bulls shooting 40% here in the early stages. Time called here, and the Bulls decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lovable
Kevin Herter is checked in for Isaiah Thomas.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. Averaging about 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
The Hawks working the ball around. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, White. He kicks to Foster. There's the feed to Love. Over Okongwu. Back to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And the Bulls with another miss.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Bogdanovich inside. Foster on him. Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Okongwu gets to Matthews. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Led to the line for 3 free throws.
personal foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
For the Hawks.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
And he's good on the first of 3. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. 1:39 left in the first. Bogdanovich against Johnson. Driving to the basket. Ready by Bogdanovich.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Matthews. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Misses the 3. Bulls trail by 10. Mitchell right side. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Johnson. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And it's White with the rebound. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. A 12-point game. And it's Foster finishing it off.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Bogdanovich with it. Shoots over Foster. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Atlanta with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Atlanta leading by 10. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, the guard set is White alongside Levine. Mitchell is out there with Foster. Outside White. Bogdanovich against Levine. Down low. Here's White. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. And the Hawks making a change here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Shot from the inbound. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Herter. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Here's McCollum. Rebound collected by Levine.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Atlanta leading by 10. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes with different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. And the Hawks with possession here after the Bulls pick up 2. That one from long range. Herter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Williams throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 19-point game against Brooklyn. It's Collins with the drive. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Hawks lead by 11. Outside, Levine. Going inside. Yep, that one goes. Levine's got his second bucket of the night.
In a natural score, Levine is content to try his luck from just about anywhere on the court.
McCollum passes to Herter. Covered by Mitchell. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Mitchell. And a change for the Hawks. Capella's checked in. DeRozan's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And at times, it just feels like DeRozan is still underappreciated. Receives a lot of criticism for what he doesn't do, and not enough credit for what he does. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Levine. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Lakers.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Now here's McCollum. Zach Levine unable to get his last shot to go. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And DeRozan's talked about using negative press to his advantage.
You know, he said you have to be able to take criticism if you want to be great. Use the negative energy to become something more than you thought you could be.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
McCollum dishes to Collins. Capella trying to free himself up. In transition, here come the Bulls. White's running. Feeds it to Williams. The shot will not fall. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Here's Herter. Sinks the triple.
Kevin Herter.
Herter's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Chicago calls timeout. And Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hacked all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I'd have to agree, Kevin. I mean, and on a lot of those fouls, the guards get 3 free throws. So something the league might want to take a look at, trying to balance things out.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Atlanta. Outside, Levine. Takes it inside, and Levine throws it down.
Mercy, that was downright dirty. Levine, yes, sir.
Lob pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's White. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Herter. 6 points for him. Thomas in Atlanta again with the bucket.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
Inside. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Thomas against White. Thomas gets the bucket. Thomas got 6 points.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Capella against DeRozan. Rebound, Atlanta. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Kicks it to Williams. Outside, White. Clock at 4. Shoots over Capella, and it's White missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
3 points.
Bulls trail by 21. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To stop the run. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He has 6.
They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Some changes for Chicago. Foster's checked in for Williams. And it's Johnson in for Kobe White. Now here's Thomas. 14 points from him the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Matthews finds Thomas. Okongwu, the pass to Capella. Plays it up and banks it in. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Levine against Thomas. Levine's shot is off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Right side, Bogdanovich. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's good.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Now, here's Thomas. He has 6. Bogdanovich inside, defended by Foster. Count it. Okongwu's now got his second basket.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Matthews against Levine. He feeds it to Foster. The 3 from Johnson. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 5 rebounds tonight. Thomas against Levine. Thomas kicks to Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over DeRozan. They get it again.
Nice tidbit there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now here's Johnson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Thomas surveying the D. The kick out to Matthews.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Love's checked in for Chicago. Mitchell comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Thomas against Johnson. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Kicks it out to Mitchell. To the inside. In the corner, it's Levine. Clock is at 3. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Matthews passes to Thomas. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Pass to Levine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And how about the confidence on display from Levine, just daring the D to get physical with him.
The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Levine.
And a good free throw shooter who's really increased his volume over the years. Levine with a lot of ways to beat you.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Chicago. McCollum's checked in for Atlanta. And so Levine nails both of them. 58 seconds left now here in the second. Matthews passes to Okongwu. McCollum against Love. McCollum no good.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Love kicks to Levine. Trains the three-pointer. Levine's got 11 points in the quarter.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Outside Matthews. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bulls trail by 20. Mitchell outside. On the wing, Levine. Shoots over Matthews, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And he's no stranger to games like this. Levine's having one of those nights where the D can't figure out any way to stop him.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Hawks lead by 18. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, John. You are having your way inside the paint. What's allowing you to be so effective?
My teammates are finding me. I think I'm doing a good job of trying to, play with energy, run the floor, roll hard, and being an athlete above the rim. I think, like I said, my teammates are finding me. I'm doing a good job of finishing.
You are certainly being available to your team. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, if you're wondering why this game is a blowout, let me tell you why. They cashed in on second chance opportunities. They followed their shots, kept after it. They were unwilling to let possessions die.
Looking at Chicago, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they need to change their strategy. We can see that. Jacking up three-pointers left and right, many of them contested or from deep range, just isn't the way to play basketball, fellas.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Zach Levine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Atlanta leading by 18. And so in the game for the Hawks, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Thomas is out there with C.J. McCollum. Now here's Collins. Back to McCollum. 5 on the clock. Over Johnson. Kicks it out to Collins. Levine against Thomas. Drains it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
I mean, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Levine can't hit. Atlanta's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Collins looking around. Here's Capella. No good from 11 feet. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Bulls. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Giving this team size out of the backcourt. Levine has enough strength to convert there through the contact.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Zach Levine, shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Thomas passes to McCollum. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Back to Williams. It's stolen by Capella. Hawks passing it around. Pass to Collins. Here's McCollum. No good that time.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Levine against Thomas. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Capella at the elbow. Here's McCollum. The Hawks again can't hit. Bulls trail by 18.
And standing 6'3" at that shooting guard spot, you know, the naysayers will question McCollum's lack of size defensively.
Well, it might not be, GA, the size part of it defensively. It's the fact that you'd like to make more of an impact defensively. So forget the size. CJ needs to show some more effort on that end. The best part about CJ is that he usually wins the matchup on a nightly basis because he's such an incredible scorer, and that's where maybe you make up the difference.
That shot, no good. Bulls have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's DeRozan, and the Bulls with another miss. The Hawks leading by 18. Lobbed up there for Collins, and taken away by Johnson.
DeRozan.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
He's guarded by Williams. Pass to McCollum. 5 to shoot. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from 3-point range.
Stolen by McCollum. The pull-up. Shot by Collins, no good. Bulls trail by 18. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. From 6 feet. And again, no good by Chicago. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. McCollum's got 9.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Chicago calls timeout.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Chicago making some changes. Mitchell comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's White in for Zach Levine. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Thomas. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Huerter passes to McCollum for the 3. The rebound by Johnson. Bulls trail by 19. Capella covering. Misses the layup. Atlanta's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Collins. Capella trying to free himself up. That's good from Collins on the assist from Capella.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
White down low. Makes it off the glass.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Now the pass to Capella. McCollum with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. And Chicago shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
McCollum passes to Collins. Back to McCollum. Here's Huerter. He has 6. 13 feet away. And it's White with the rebound. Johnson outside.
Yo, kick it out.
He is guarded by McCollum. Count the basket. 12 points for him.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
Here's Johnson. And he banks in the layup.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Kevin Love's checked in for Chicago. Foster comes in for Patrick Williams. The Hawks leading by 15. Matthews passes to Herter. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Matthews. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Love.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
And it's a feel-good night from behind the three-point line, racking up a ton of threes.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Both free throws good from Matthews. Bulls trail by 17. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Herter. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Johnson. Mitchell passes to Johnson. He's off on that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And Herter gets it to go.
Known for being a scorer, Herter is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
Johnson kicks to Love. Fires from deep. White, good. White's got 7.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Herter. He's got 8. Pass to Bogdanovich. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to Foster. Now here's White. He's covered by Matthews. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
For the
Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And both free throws good for White.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Bogdanovich. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Passes it to Okongwu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good that time. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 14. The dish to Foster. To the paint. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Foster.
Now that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense. A quick move to the bucket. And you get the lay-in.
Matthews dishes to Johnson.
In the third.
Here's Herter. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Herter's got 11 points.
Well, that's who Herter is outside on the perimeter. A confident long-range shooter.
Here's White, and White with the stuff.
And there's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Now here's Johnson. The pass to Matthews. Here's Herter. White covering. And he lobs it up toward the rim. To the inside. Here's Foster. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. For Chicago, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Foster.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Zach Levine's checked in for Johnson. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Foster drops them both. The Hawks leading by 11. Back to Herter. Hawks passing it around. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. The tray. Rebound by the Bulls. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's White. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Tipped away. Now, here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. Out to White. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. White's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Chicago. Thomas passes to Herter, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Herter's got 8 points here in this quarter. And Levine launches it from deep. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Back to the action after this word. And let's listen in on what Nate McMillan had to say to his team.
Okay, good patience on your spacing, getting it out, and attacking. Everybody is rebounding. We limit the team to 1 rebound and we push. All right?
GA clearly showing confidence in his defense and his team's transition game.
And the game is more fast-paced nowadays, which is why coaches constantly stress pushing it up the floor once they get the rebound.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The guard set is White alongside Levine. Kevin Love out there with Foster, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Zach Levine.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
White the pass to Love. Rebound, Atlanta. Matthews has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the left wing. Here's Thomas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his
way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Shooting for Atlanta, Isaiah Thomas, taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And both free throws good for Thomas.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Bulls trail by 11. Right side Levine over Collins. The rebound by Johnson. The Hawks shooting about 42% so far. Outside Thomas. Collins kicks to McCollum. Lobbed up there for Collins. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Right side Levine. DeRozan scanning the floor. And yes, it's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Hawks leading by 9. McCollum outside. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped. Outside Levine. Over McCollum. Levine's shot is off. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. With the drive, it falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8. Bulls have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. White the pass to DeRozan. Lays it up off the glass. 10 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Possessing great size at his position, DeRozan's muscular frame allows him to convert through the contact.
Now, here's Thomas. DeRozan defending. That shot missing, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Pass to White. He takes it in. He gets that one.
And I love White's confidence, as well as his ability to drive hard and finish through contact.
Collins dishes to Thomas. Pass to Johnson. McCollum against Williams. 6 to shoot. Johnson. Nice D from Levine. Bulls trail by 7. Outside White. Passes it to DeRozan. Over Thomas. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Atlanta making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And there's the pass to Collins. He dishes it to McCollum. Back to Collins. McCollum deciding where to go with it. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Pass to White to tie it up. Rebound by the Hawks. Inside, Collins kicks to McCollum. On the line, Capella, the pass to Collins. Light covering. Another shot. He lays it in. And the Hawks lead by 5.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
That's good for Thomas on the assist by McCollum.
Assist from
McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Bulls are gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. He's guarded by Thomas. There's Levine, and the layup's good off the glass. Levine's got 4 this quarter.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close. He's getting the ball.
Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
He's just a hard guy not to foul. C.J. McCollum is so versatile as a scorer, you never know which move he's going to go to.
Taking 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3.
A lot of questions in the early part of C.J. McCollum's career about could he become a valuable scorer in the league and really what position would he play. But after being the 10th overall pick in 2013, he's answered those questions.
The Bulls making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, and he sinks the second. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. And it's DeRozan with the ball for Chicago. He kicks to Johnson. Back to DeRozan. Over McCollum. They get the rebound. Tries again. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Chicago, DeMar DeRozan. At the line for 1.
Free throw is off from DeRozan.
And guys, DeMar DeRozan has really come into his own on the court. It's been great to see him realize that potential and become the player a lot of guys knew he could be. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Levine. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Easy to be in awe of Levine. Exceptional with the basketball and has some tricks up his sleeve.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bulls,
1 shot.
Zach Levine. 1 shot.
The Hawks leading by 4. Outside Thomas. Dishes it to McCollum. Tries it from the top of the key. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Johnson against Thomas. Left side Levine. It's good. Levine's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, and that's exceptional body control from Levine, contorting himself nicely for the contact and finish.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And in a close game, Blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
McCollum against Levine. And Levine throws it down.
The effortless vertical of Levine. It gets off the ground with such ease on those throwdowns.
Cullen passes to Capella.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Williams. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Clint Capella. 2 shots.
That's good from Capella.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Levine. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
There's Levine, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And that's now 33 points for Zach Levine.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
4th team foul.
And here is Thomas. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And what an important possession. Capella's been in that situation many times before, and he knows the drill.
Now here's Johnson. Basket counts. And that's now 6 points for Johnson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Levine, and Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella's in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And they pick up 2.
And this is why you go to DeRozan. When they need a bucket, he's a guy that can go out and get it.
Now here's McCollum. Pulls from the top of the key. Capella. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And Levine, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Levine's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Beautiful. Levine getting more comfortable as a go-to guy, wanting the shot when it matters most.
Here's McCollum. Capella inside. A second chance effort. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism. It's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
Clint Capella at the line for 2.
The first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. second one. Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. 2 points, that one goes.
Big basket there. We've seen Levine blossom into a star in this league, a guy teams count on in big moments. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Collins dishes to Thomas. Lob pass to Capella. No good, shot missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Now McCollum, after Zach Levine missed from long range, lets it go with a 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Oh, man, the DNA test comes back, and there is a clutch gene. McCollum with the confidence to deliver.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 5. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Isaiah Thomas.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
Yes!
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Seemed extremely focused on that hoop the whole way. You could see it in his eyes. Was not going to be denied.
Now here's McCollum. 4 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. No good on the shot. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot. A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.